Good evening everyone. I hope I am audible and visible. Please confirm audible and visible. Yeah, good evening everyone. Chalo, great. I think audio video is right. Okay, great. Rather than I start this time, you all should start now. Okay. Any problem, any confusion, any suggestion, just speak out. Basically write on chat, then I'll tell you about many other things. Okay, Dr. Megha is saying pattern of study. Okay. Read textbooks. Right? Whether to read textbooks or not. Books for MCQs. Okay. What else except pulse? Question bank. By question bank you mean e-Gurukul question bank, right? 7. Any other query? Yeah, I thought so, Dr. Akshar Pandya. Recently. Tests. When to start grand test? 9. Notes. Topper notes. Pulse. What to read, what not to read. How to appear again, Dr. Ishvajot Kaur. I'm not. Test validity. Chalo, I'll discuss in test. I've been doing 5 questions of PYQ daily. Not 5, Doctor. 5 is too less actually. PYQs. Okay. I think now it's more of repetition, right? Basically last is what should be the, or what is the secret recipe for NEET MDS 2024, right? right? I think this will cover everything. So if you guys stop writing, then I'll start speaking. I think these many questions are enough for as of now. We can discuss more later on, right? Chalo, let's start one by one. Forget about other thing. This you will get automatically with all this. How to proceed with preparation. Okay, how to proceed with preparation and what is your secret recipe are very much similar. Okay, question number 1, let me answer. Basically, how to proceed with preparation. For this, I will suggest you 2 things. One is start watching top rankers interviews. Okay, in your free time. Watch at least 1 interview per day. This keeps your morale boosted up, gives you some extra tip or point. Okay, 2 days back I was interviewing rank 44. The guy said it very clearly, what suits him best may not suit you. That is actually very true. There is no secret recipe for everybody, because everybody is not coming, every one of you is not coming from the same background of studies in last 4 years or 5 years. Some of you have studied very well in last 4 years or 5 years. Few of you might not have studied that well, and maybe few of you are not well acquainted with the standard text. But NEET will not see these differences. NEET is common for all. NEET syllabus is similar for all. NEET difficulty level is same for all. So you have to raise your level to match up to the standards of NEET if we are aiming for a government MDS seat next year. And that's what we all are aiming for, and that's what we all are here for. Okay. So just watch 1 interview, grasp the point which suits your arrangement, which suits your routine, which suits your timelines. Okay. If you talk about today, like let us say, imagine like you all are starting your preparation today. It might feel repetitive for those who had been attending these sessions earlier, or maybe orientation sessions earlier, but yes, I have to do it for the new students as well. Okay, but this is what I was discussing with one student who is there in this group again this year. Okay, I won't name the person, but yes, the student is there in this, maybe in this meeting as well. Early part of the day today he was at our office and we were discussing the same thing, right? I'll tell you the very simple thing, very simple routine. Okay, this will answer your this question, how to proceed. This will answer your question, we are interns, we get less time of preparation. Okay, simply first thing is follow the live class schedule. See, when you are in an institute, this institute you are in, if you would have been in any other or maybe in the past, don't try to impose, don't try to run a parallel schedule, don't try to run a parallel universe of yours. Like institute is doing pedo classes, I'll do prosto, I will do oral surgery. If you can do, you can manage your own, then there is no need of any support system. Then forget about what institute is doing, just follow your own timeline rest of the year and complete with that. But yes, if you are with us, let us take that part, that aspect of yours, that is majorly the schedule, because institute will never fail in the schedule, will never stop in between, will never, you can say, take a break whenever not wanted. So okay, we will start the classes on time, we will finish the syllabus on time, no matter what. Okay, just follow the live class schedule. By live class schedule I mean attend the classes live if possible. If you are not able to attend live, watch them recorded before the next class. Do not keep backlogs, that is most important. Second is, with the classes, make your own notes. If you have seen any top ranker in interview, top ranker is all those who are getting a government seat are top rankers, whether he is rank 6, 10, 12, 14, 16, 25. Today we were discussing with Dr. Sharanya. anybody and everyone is a top ranker, even 100, 200, 300, 400. Everyone has said only one thing: I was revising my own notes regularly. So second part comes is make your own notes. Okay, if you can make your own notes, that will give you a lot of confidence, that will give you a lot of easiness, happiness in the revision days. Third thing is revise your own notes. Revise is, just look at this, what I am going to do. You attended day 1 pedo class, okay, then there is a gap between day 1 and day 2 pedo. Between this gap, what you have to do is revise day 1 notes daily. See, things will not go into your brain, it will not go into your long-term deep-seated memory until unless you keep on revising things. Okay, somebody asked me how to start revision. This is not the time to start revision. We are not even yet finished off your one round of syllabus. We have to do first syllabus, then the revision start. But yes, with this you will start revising the things which you are doing on daily basis. Okay, between day 1 and day 2, revise day 1 notes daily. Between day 2 and day 3, revise notes of day 1 plus day 2. Between day 3 and day 4, revise notes of day 1 plus 2 plus 3. First time when you revise day 1 notes, it will take maybe half a day. Second time, it will take just 2-3 hours. Third time, it will take just 1 hour. Fourth time, fifth time, sixth time, it will be just flipping of the pages. That's what is we meant by revising your own notes. Okay. Fourth thing, between day 1 and day 2, what all is expected from you at this stage. This is all a recipe, this is all a plan. But yes, how much you can stick to it depends on many factors. So even if you fall back after this 1, 2, 3 step, this not to worry, you will get ample time in your second round. Okay, you will get ample time later on also. But yes, if you can do this step number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, then you are going to hit a jackpot next year. Step number 4 is between day 1 and day 2, solve MCQs from dental pulse. If you have dental pulse, it's good. Otherwise, there is another book called Dentist. Out of the two, pulse is any day better. Out of the two, pulse is any day better. Solve MCQs from there. Say in day 1, faculty is Dr. Vivek covered 2 chapters or 3 chapters or 1 chapter. Just solve MCQs related to that chapter only from dental pulse. And what to do from dental pulse? Solve MCQs like a test. Say that one chapter has got 50 questions, solve those 50 questions before next class like a test. Okay, test means just solve it. Don't do like this, read one question then see the answer, read second question then answer. Don't ever do that, that is totally waste of time. Okay, solve the questions like a test. Just check how many you got correct, how many you left and how many you got wrong. For these questions, I'll tell you what to do. Abhi ke liye, just circle them, put an arrow, put a star, whatever suits you. Make your own drawing, okay? Anything and everything. Just highlight that question. Just highlight that question for time being. And if you have time, read explanation for these MCQs. Okay, Dr. Tanmay, please wait for this like. Right? Otherwise, I told you, attend live class, make your notes, revise your notes, solve questions. Just mark those questions which you are not able to do, circle or star. Fifth point, between day 1 and day 2, what is expected is read images from standard textbook for those particular chapters covered in day 1. Read images means just flip the pages of the standard textbook. Like for pedo, it should be Shobha Tandon, if not McDonald's. Okay, no other from that. Just read the images means open up the textbook, whether soft copy or hard copy. See the images belonging to those particular 1, 2 or 3 chapters. Read the lines below those images. Read those lines below the images. Okay. This much you do and you are building up for a top rank. Okay. Point number 6 is, I'll come later on. Not later on, just any confusion in this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If suppose you have day 1 and day 2 class together back to back, simply revise notes between the 2 classes. Then you have gap of say 1 or 2 days between day 3. That time you can solve MCQs. Dr. Devanshi, we are coming on that. As of now, just tell me whether this point is clear or not. We started with your queries. I have noted down almost everything. Okay, what you are typing is also covered. Abhi ke liye just tell me this point is clear and how much difficult this looks like to you. If this looks next to impossible, then you will have to alter your targets actually. Then if you should not aim for rank 1 to 10 or double digit rank. Okay. And this cannot take more than 4 to 5 hours per day, which is pretty convenient for an intern to take out in one day. And when I mean 5 hours per day, I actually mean including class timings. If you are having class for 3 hours, still you have 2 hours to devote to yourself. Okay, I'm not saying 3 hours of class and 5 hours of extra reading. That is not possible with internship. But 4 to 5 hours per day with internship is practically possible even for a BHU or MAMC, at least 5 to 6 days a week. Yes, at times you will have very hard postings. That time just take out break from everything, just attend the class and make notes. Forget everything else. I think one student, Dr. Rishabh Mishra, had posted back. Okay. See your seniors, Dr. Rishabh, last 3 years BHU rank 1 was our student. Okay, last 3 years back Dr. Aishwarya, then Dr. Purva Rai, and this year Dr. Vedita Singh. You just talk to them, meet Dr. Apurva, meet Dr. Vedita. They have done it with internship. So why can't you do it? Just don't make it as an excuse that you are from BHU. BHU students had been in top 100. Apurva was 12th rank last year with internship. Okay. Don't feel you are inferior or you are anything less than these people. Today, the girl I was talking to, Dr. Sharanya, I can't tell you the confident. I was shocked when I was talking to her in an interview. Do watch her interview. See, interviews are not to, maybe some people feel it is for publicity. Yes, it is for publicity, but it is actually, you can say, an eye-opener for those who still don't believe in them. What Dr. Sharanya was talking today was actually, I was shook away with that. She said she had been consistently studying for 12 to 14 hours last 8 months. So all those students who have been sitting home now, especially for NEET 24, This is an alarm call for you that if a girl out there can study from a normal private college like JSS Mysore, sitting at home and devote 12 hours per day for 8 months, imagine when you do this, same wonders you will also bring to your own life. Okay, it is more of like when we interview anybody, it's not interview, it's interaction basically. It's basically to know what extra, what special the student had done in last year of preparation. But this girl, Dr. Sharanya, is like nothing but confidence in herself that yes, she was not satisfied with her 1250 rank last year. She could have got any and many good private colleges, but her determination, and not only did I'm like, maybe we all dream of many things. I dream of becoming this next year or maybe next to next year, but only dreams are not going to help you. Okay, you have to walk in those lines, you have to work in those lines, you have to work extra, you have to walk that extra mile to live up to your dreams. And after that, whatever is the result, maybe you are aiming for top 1 2 3 and you end up getting 10 12 20 30 40 100, it's still an achievement, big achievement. Okay, so I think this much part is clear. So we have covered with this. This is the only thing is expected from you, all those who have joined now, all those who have joined earlier, all those who started even in October. I would say this much you should do till you finish off your one round of syllabus. Okay, then पल्स में क्या पढ़ना है, क्या छोड़ना है. Dental Pulse is full of many things. I'll tell you what are the good parts of Pulse. Pulse is a very bad book, rank 44. I haven't solved Pulse, but don't do that. Okay, solve Pulse. I'll tell you the logic behind solving any MCQ book. Pulse में good part is synopsis, though you will find most of it as a repetition. Second thing is it has got topic wise MCQs. Okay, topic wise MCQs. See, when you read topic wise, see, we have a subject called pedo. There are two options. Okay, let me do like this. There are two options. Either you solve MCQs when you finish off pedo completely, or when you are doing topic by topic, chapter by chapter, you keep on solving MCQs. Okay, technically speaking, this is a better approach. If you want statistics, you can try it out on your own, but that will be an experiment. Okay, we have done this in the past, and I am telling you from 17 years of my experience. What happens is when you read one chapter, you attended a class, you understood that chapter, say space maintainer and crowns and all are done. Okay, that chapter is done by the teacher. That chapter you have understood, that chapter you have made notes, that chapter you have revised notes. But what is the guarantee you know the chapter completely? What is the guarantee you remember the facts and figures of that topic? What is the guarantee that that topic, that concept has gone into your brain? That guarantee comes only by testing yourself. And how to test yourself is solve MCQs. You have read something, now you want to check how much you remember, how much you don't remember. So the only way to check is test yourself, and only way to test yourself is solve MCQs. Now topic wise MCQs, there are only two sources. Either you use MCQ books or we give you topic wise MCQs. Then comes the topic of question bank. I'll discuss in the later part what Dr. Akshay Pandya had asked. Okay, so as of now we have only two sources. You have only two sources, or maybe you buy another app and you get multiple sources. But remember how many sources? There might be 10 resources available for everything, but get hold of only those which you can revise multiple times. It's better to have limited sources which you can repeat 3, 4, 5, 10 times, rather than having 10 different sources in which you cannot revise more than once. That is of no use. Okay, have 2, 3 sources which you can revise multiple times. Okay, so this is one parameter. That is why you need to solve Pulse. Synopsis are good. It has got topic wise MCQs. All the MCQs which has written AIPG, which has written AIMS, which has written PGI, and which the year is more than 2002. Just solve this much questions. Anything less than 2001 or equal to 2001, just leave it. If the question has KCET 1999, no need to worry about that question. Just forget about that question. 1998, 1995, 96, forget about it. Edition, anything above 12th edition, 13th edition is good. 13 and above are good. Whatever you have, just keep it and solve it. Don't just let that book get dried up in your cupboard or get soiled up in your library or whatever place. Okay. Now in turn, MCQs. I told you solve only topic wise MCQs. When you finish off your subject, this was my point number 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is done. When you declare that say pedo is over, completed, you have revised your notes, you have solved topic wise MCQs, then comes the 6th point, revise entire subject, that is pedo in this case, from past year questions. All are available on BDS-2-MDS app. Go to batches, free batch, go to assignments and download the PDFs. Download the PDFs. Same are available in Neeraj Wadhavan also. Okay. Our papers are little at times vary. Most of them are similar. Some papers are different because they are memory based. So either source you use. These PDFs, it would be better if you take prints. Make one spiral. Make one spiral. Okay. And finish it off subject by subject. Okay. Start from recent. Go to the, it's like 2022 to 2002 are available. 23 we will upload soon. So 21 year papers are available. Solve pedo from 21 papers. Again circle the questions which you were not able to solve at this stage. Okay. Done. So this part is also done. This part is also done. Read textbooks. In textbooks, basically what to read, what all to read. Number 1, your own notes. Okay, abhi ke liye, like when you are doing first round of syllabus, there is a limited time to everybody. All those who are doing internship, even if you do this much, you are doing enough. Okay, so in second round, you can think of doing from now what I am going to tell you, or all those who are sitting at home, definitely you have more time, so you can start it now also. We have study material which we call now textbook notes. Just go through them. Any extra point, transfer it to your register. Now this is if you have time. Teacher has covered 1, 2 or 3 chapters today. Before the next class, you can go through the material and read through those chapters only and transfer it to your register. One option. Second option is forget about this at this stage. Forget about this at this stage. Read them at the time of revision. With the pace you are going, you will finish off syllabus. Even if you start today, you will finish off your syllabus by September. October, November, December, January, February, you will get 5 months of revision, so you can easily cover it up. Okay, so no need to worry. Third thing is topper notes. See, topper notes, first try to understand. These are the notes of a student who got great rank. Okay, it means what? The student made her own notes. The student made her own notes. So if you also want a great rank, so make your own notes. First thing. Second thing is, अब इनका purpose क्या है? Why we are giving you is for two things. There are some students who are not able to make notes, so they refer to that. But yes, this is you can say two-edged sword. If you are totally dependent on topper notes, I bet on this you may not end up getting a very good rank. Okay, make your own notes, flip through the topper notes just for any extra point, if any. Nothing else is required. A smart student, a top ranker student is one who will always make own notes, will never see even to this what is written in that. See, we as an institute, we have liability, you can say responsibility, and many other things. We have to fulfill the needs of any and every kind of a student. That's what I can say. Okay, so it's better not to worry about these notes, right? Dr. Ansh Thakkar, it's always better to go for prints than Neeraj Wadhawan. Simple reason is, you in Neeraj Wadhawan, firstly you will not find 21 years of papers. Secondly, Neeraj Wadhawan will write n number of explanations, same things repetitively, which you will waste your time on. Third, there are many mistakes in Wadhawan too. There might be some typing errors, there might be some mistakes in our PDFs also. There are 3, 4 or 5 or maybe 7 mistakes in entire question bank, but they are very, very obvious. They are repetitive mistakes. See, anytime and every time, if you write say a book today or tomorrow, no matter how much proofreading you do, I don't blame anybody, but that's what, some mistakes are bound to happen. That's what makes us human actually. Okay, so this is not to worry. Then comes textbooks. If you ask me what all to read from textbooks, I'll tell you. But if you are a part of live course, you are attending the live classes and you are making your own notes, then you don't have to read much of textbooks. Textbooks role come for images, tables, charts, diagrams, graphs. Just go through them chapter by chapter, and they are not very much in detail. Okay. Then textbook role come where? During your revision. Say today you have done pedo, you have done space maintainer chapter, say you have done distal shoe very much in detail. Today you are able to answer questions on distal shoe. Say after 6 months there was a test and you couldn't solve question on distal shoe. Okay, that time you have to recollect how much theory you remember of this and how much theory you don't remember, or maybe that question is a little extra point which is going beyond your notes. That time we will keep on increasing the difficulty level of your test. Okay, that time if you feel, just open that particular topic from a textbook and read it for once. See, there are handful of topics with like 20-30 topics which are very, very, very important from any and every particular subject. We'll start giving you list of those once we start the revision modules. Okay, that time you just catch hold of those topics if you have time and if it suits you. Otherwise, still not require, stick to your notes. Everything is sorted in that. Okay, Dr. Shushri, textbook notes are already on your app. See the batch. Okay, Doctor, you're not able to open, just open up Wi-Fi and then open, it will open up. Or ask anybody to post that PDF. We will share that PDF in your group once. Okay, so we have answered now this also. This is also done. Okay. Now, what else except pulse? As such, nothing required except pulse PYQs. Nothing else. Nothing else is required. So if you are solving Muthu, it's your choice. Otherwise, I would have asked you to stick only to pulse. Books for MCQs, again same. Follow pulse plus PYQs. See, anything extra you do is not going to cause any harm. But first finish off these. You can take it like this. Okay, first finish off this. Don't compromise on this and jump to any number of resources. I can give you a list of 20 MCQ books available in the market. I have each one of them. I cannot show you behind there is a book rack full of MCQ books. Plus in the office also we have a book rack full of MCQ books. But what will you do? Like, you will go mad. See, I can give you 1 lakh MCQs, 50,000 MCQs, or maybe say I can give you 1000 MCQs daily for next 1 year. You will never be able to finish off that content. You will never be able to revise that content. Secondly, 240 questions of NEET will still not come from those 1 lakh questions. They will come from only one thing, that is how much concept you have understood, how much application of that concept you have understood, how much practice you have done to build confidence in those concepts. Okay, it's basically like mathematics. You have to understand the concept, remember the formula, and apply it any and every time when the question comes. Okay, it cannot be like pure rectification of MCQs. That's most dangerous thing you can do to your career. In the past, I have met across many students who have done pulse crammed 27, 30 times, 50 times, and they are still giving the paper for last 3 or 4 or 5 years. Okay, last year they met me, I have done 15 times. This year 25 times. But again, the rank is still beyond 2000, 3000 and so on. And I will not post it on WhatsApp, we'll post it on the in the Telegram actually, where it will stay. Okay, just give us 1 day time, we'll post it. So this is also done. Now GT is grand test. Grand test is not to be done at this stage. Grand test we will start somewhere in August, September. So better start from then. Test. Now test is what? Test is again just you can say a source of information at this stage. If you have studied a subject, you should do some check how much you remember, how much you don't remember. For that you have solved MCQs, and for that we conduct a test. Not to take it as a burden, not to take it as a, you can say, pressure, but yes, the more tests you solve, the more you are ready for the main exam. I'll give you a simple punchline. Make sure NEET is not the first test you are giving this year or next year. You should give 100 times NEET before in your preparation days, so that your NEET just looks like any other test of the institute. The more you give the test, the more confidence you'll increase. You'll see changes in yourself. The less you give the test, the more scary the picture becomes in your mind for the NEET. And anybody who enters the hall with a scary face is already out of the competition. See, you have to be less than 500. Less than 400 to be very sure, less than 300 to be pretty decently good college, less than 250 to get a clinical seat. For sure. Even you get clinical seat at 600 also through state quota. But yes, these are the odds. Okay. Dr. Shameen Anwar. Dr. Ishujit Kaur, please don't message like this. We don't have Telegram group. You have many Telegram groups. I can't tell you how many groups you have. When will the next NEET? Most likely will be March only, because of the internship cycle ka question. If again they announce in January, again they will have to postpone. This is what COVID has changed the cycle now. So most likely it is March only. Anytime if it is in January, the notification will start coming in September, October. Not to worry. As such, we'll finish off your syllabus by September. Dr. Shivika, now you are talking sense. I'll answer this, but let me complete the test part. When you give test, you have three options. You leave the question, you do it wrong, or you do it correct. For these questions, add them as one liner in your register. Do this much so that you don't forget this point next time. When you do a question wrong or when you leave in a test, first check whether that question was from your notes, that is your register, it was there or it wasn't there. If it was there, it means what? You haven't revised your own notes, which is a crime for a NEET MDS aspirant. Okay. If it is not there, like I said, there are few things which will go beyond the normal notes as well, because there are some facts, values and figures which we have to cover through the test. Just simply add to register. And when you keep on revising the register, you keep on revising these points as well. Last thing, question bank. I gave you an opinion poll. You want the question bank on app topic wise. I mean the same question bank which is there on eGurukul. It is our question bank, not Bhatia. Bhatia was never into Dr. Bhatia Institute was never into dental. We started dental for them. We exited them. You all know this fact now. Okay, so please, and don't ask me to give login of eGurukul. I cannot give you that. It's a very well balanced and socha samjha decision. We are not going back there for many reasons. We can't share this with you. You will get to know soon. This much I can tell you. In 2-3 months you will get to know something, and that time you will thank me that is we got parted ways very much on time. Okay, just give me a second. Okay, within 2-3 months. So I asked you whether you want question bank on app, you want question bank as PDF. Though most of you answered PDF, but yes, this we will give you starting say from Monday 27th March. We'll start giving you PDFs. Okay, so you can either save PDF or you can take prints, whatever. This will take 10 to 15 days more. See, these are some back-end work which takes a lot of time. There is a particular format. In that format only the paper gets uploaded on the app. Okay, and as of now we are already overloaded with the things. That's our backlog we have to cover up first. I know it's not a good thing to ask, but yes, I really want to request you to buy some more time on this. We are coming, like we have to start from a scratch when we started BDS-2-MDS app. Okay, scratch, literally scratch. But yes, I think you all know this. We all resigned from Bhatia on 4th of Feb. 6th of Feb, you had a class of Dr. Jasmine on BDS-2-MDS. We never ended up in a situation that your classes are getting compromised, because we cannot play with your future of jeopardizing the syllabus coverage and timelines. If we would have been into this system of fighting with them like what we are doing till today, the classes would also have suffered. But we know we have never let this thing happen. The 6th of Feb till date, you have covered up 3 subjects. 2.5 you can say, OPA, ortho, surgery, and now half of pedo as well. But yes, there are many other things related to shifting of the content and all that. It takes time. I hope you understand it's not overnight job. We all are also limited team of humans, though we are working, if not less, at least 16 to 17 hours per day since 4th of Feb. Okay, to make sure things are moving as fast as possible. But yes, maximum I think, plus we have already started with the new recordings. which we have to give to recorded student, and you will also be getting those. Yeah, that's Dr. Akshay Pandya. We know the support. We had been requesting. There were many things going against the drive. The other people were even, you can say, degrading the reviews on the app. That time the students came for a rescue. You guys have done phenomenally great, extended your great support by giving good star ratings on the app and reviving good comments and all that. See, that's what the student support is. Okay, plus the channel, YouTube channel, we had to start a new thing. Many things are going on, you can see here and there. Okay, so Dr. Chiranjeev, it's not dedication only, it's responsibility more, plus yes, we are also overloaded. Okay, but yes, I promised you it will be there. From Monday we'll start giving you PDFs so that you have something in hand. PDF making is easy for us. It's less time consuming, though it is time consuming, but it's less time consuming. But on app, if I have hired a new staff who is just going to convert that into a format. It's not an easy format. I'll share someday one file. It takes around 7 to 8 hours to convert 100 MCQs to that format, and we have almost like 500 to 700 per subject. Okay, Dr. Rajveer Singh Parmar, I don't know, important list for the subjects completed. See, at this stage when you are doing preparation, everything covered in class is important. Do not filter it out. If you read only selected at this stage, you will never end up doing good coverage of syllabus. Okay, so don't be restrictive at this stage. We will give you, like this year we did a series of 250 short before NEET. 250 NEET, actually it became 300 topics, most important topics for NEET, and 92 questions out of 240 came from these last 1 month. February month में जो हमने किया था ये, उसमें से 92 questions came up. Okay, so we'll cover up these things when the time comes, but at this stage we want you to read more and more. Read, because NEET is going to ask you anything and everything. You cannot read only this much and imagine yourself sitting in a government MDS college. That's not possible. You have to cover up syllabus. See, teachers are also covering up syllabus for you. Okay, they are not teaching you anything which is not relevant. They will be telling you like this is less relevant, this is less important, but yes, still it is important. Okay, so I think we have covered backlog. Then all those students who have joined now, we are the only institute in India. Now it makes us only, like BDS-2-MDS, even Bhatia is not doing now. BDS-2-MDS app is the only platform. We started our batch in October 22 and till October 23 or November 23, mid you can say. We will do 2 rounds of live classes. Right now we are doing round 1. It started with OP and you are abhi doing pedo. Everything will be repeated live again. You can take like anything till June will be repeated again. So there is no question of backlog. Okay, there is no question of backlog if you have joined today. But all those who have joined early and you have backlog, whenever you get days free in between, do complete your backlog. Do complete your backlog. Yes, Dr. Insha Suri, PYQs when you finish off the syllabus, pulse and topic wise question bank for topic wise MCQs. Is textbook reading compulsory? Notes, Dr. Chiranjeev, I told you textbook is just read this much from textbook. ये भी teacher is covering actually, and we will cover in revision again. Okay, only tables there. See, one chapter, take any particular chapter, will have 7-8 images, 1 or 2 tables, one chart, maybe one diagram, maybe 1 or 2 graphs. How much time does it take to just flip through the pages? Okay. Dr. Insha Suri, I just replied back on that. So what becomes your secret recipe? MCQs majorly from 3 sources. Pulse, the question bank which we are going to give you, they are still, you can do it. PYQs. Revise them on regular basis. Okay. Notes plus images I have to add. Images are important. Doctor, I told you it will end on 5th of April if you see the app. Okay, on 5th of April the test will go off. We will publish result on 6th. Okay, and on 6th only test will be re-uploaded. Valid till NEET MDS 2024. So if you have not given test by 5th, you can give after 6th till any time before NEET. But the more you postpone it, the more backlog of tests you will create and you will end up in a mess later on. Okay, it's your choice. See, try understand, we have PYQs, we have question bank, we have tests, we are making new tests. Okay, I just hired 2 more people to make new tests from April. Then we have many other things. These are not for me, not for Dr. Jasmine, not for any faculty. These are for you. Why? What will we do hiding from you guys? We have to give you deadlines to make sure you give the test. If you don't give the test, you have to understand it's only and only your loss. मेरा कोई नुकसान नहीं होने वाला उससे. Yes, I'll feel bad for a day, 2. I'll remember you for not giving the test maybe, but nothing more than that. But it's you who is going to be affected. So never postpone your test. Even if you know only 10% of it, give the test. Okay, just give the test. Take it as a source of information. Take it as source of new things, rather than take it as a punishment. Take it as a pressure. This is not pressure. Pressure is when you finish off syllabus and you don't know anything. When you finish off all 19, now that time most of you will start messaging me and calling me, sir, कुछ भी याद नहीं आ रहा, पीडो तो याद ही नहीं आ रहा क्या पढ़ा था in March. That is called pressure, and that time you have to give more tests to start recalling the things. See, nothing magic won't happen on the last day. You have to do magic on daily basis. You have to do magic in your preparation, magic in your test at home. Then only some magic will happen on the day of exam. If you are not giving test and your first major mock test or grand test is the NEET exam directly, then I'm sorry, it is going to be a disaster. You have to go through 10, 20, 30, 50, 100 tests before that to gain confidence to sit in front of computer and give test for 3 hours. Okay, otherwise half the time you will be sleepy.
Test के score का बता दो कि don't take it too hard.
Test score is just a score. It's nothing. अभी कुछ matter नहीं करता. Revision time पे scores will count. Rank तो matter ही नहीं करती. You are not going to compete in 700, 800, 1000, 2000 students. You are going to compete with 30,000 students in India. So forget about this. Okay, and all those students who just show off their scores and all, please don't do that. Because today you are getting some good score, tomorrow you may end up not getting, but at least this course will keep on telling you you are having some deficiency in pedo, some deficiency in surgery, some deficiency in ortho, and so on. That is the purpose, nothing else. Okay, there was a time when we used to have pure offline thing, and I'll tell you, the students used to ask us, give us more tests, because they used to come extra days at the center to attempt those tests. And वो एक है ना, like वो दिन भी क्या दिन थे, seriously. We were like, they used to keep us on toes to give more tests. And they were there had been students who used to demand tests, used to sit for 2 to 3 hours extra at the center, attempt the test, and get glory in the later part of the year when the exam comes. So if you are skipping a test, you are losing out from, chalo, I'll give you a simple analogy. Suppose there are 1,000 students who are going to give the surgery test, and suppose you have not attempted it. You cannot stop 999 to give the test. Okay, so these students will have some edge from you in surgery rest of the year. And अगर आज आप डर रहे हो उस टेस्ट से, तो आप साल भर भी डरोगे. एक टेस्ट नहीं दोगे, दो नहीं दोगे, 10, 20, 30, 50, and then it is a mess. Once you start getting habit, don't be an escapist. Don't find excuses for not being successful. That's what we listen to stories every year. They're very sad. We get many, like, I couldn't study because of this. I couldn't give test because of this. I couldn't complete my syllabus because of this. See, these are end of the day. Nothing counts but your position on the day of result. That will decide whether you are going to a good college or you are not going to a good college. Nothing else counts. And उसके पीछे का जो 1 year है, you have time, March to March, 11 months you have. Don't waste it. I'm not saying 325 days just study. बीच में internship है, do work. When you are in college, you are in a good posting, you have a patient, focus on your patient, forget about studies. When you are having a evening day out or something break, you are going for a movie, relaxing, enjoy that. But when you are studying, you know you have to study this much. When you are actually sitting down and study, focus only on the studies, forget about rest of the world, and stay away from your phone and social media as much as possible for just 11 more months. Just 11 more months. ये वहीं का वहीं रहेगा. Dr. Aditya, I and I will talk differently. Notes compiled from last textbook and one-liners from question. Yes, Dr. Insha, that summarizes all. Okay, so this is a lot. I think you have a session 10 o'clock with Dr. Jasmine, I think. I'm not very sure. I was like very hectic day, so I slept for half an hour in the evening before I joined from this. Medical subjects, MCQ books are, abhi don't buy anything, okay? But yes, Pritesh Singh is best for surgery, Govind Rai Garg is best for Pharmac, GRG is again best for Patho, Micro you have Apurba Shastri. There are many, okay? We'll give you the list when the subjects will come. Abhi ke liye just remember this one, nothing else, okay? We'll give you a lot of questions, not to worry. Chalo, bye, take care, and we'll meet up again after say 15-20 days related to this. Otherwise, I think I have to start with the register notes, 3 sources of questions. Yes, Dr. Insha Suri, this is done. Your notes, pulse, PYQs, and question bank. Actually, it's not done. इसके अलावा कि मतलब there is, you have to give tests. There are going to be tests and discussions. There are going to be more tests. There are going to be more things which we will keep on adding up with time to time. See, we cannot give you everything on day one. You will get overloaded and you will die. Okay, seeing the content only, you will half dead. You will be half dead. Okay, so don't push me to that extent that I speak out everything today. Just save it for tomorrow. Let's save some things for tomorrow. Few things. Okay. Chalo. Thank you. Bye.